neighbors, and last summer we had a garden. I lived with her. She's an awesome roommate. We had a garden, and so it attracted like bees and those little, you know, the little white butterflies. They like flutter around and they're so pretty. We were playing hacky sack out front, and one of these little white butterflies, it comes down and it joins our hack circle, and I was high, so I was like, nature wants to hack with us. So this little butterfly comes down and it lands in our circle, and I was like, oh God, look how beautiful the butterfly. Yeah, I got it. I got it. She's like, why would you do that? Why would you kill the butterfly? It's like, I didn't want it to leave me. It's so beautiful. And I think that might be the first step in becoming a serial killer. But I'm not sure yet. So I got defensive about it, and I was like, what? So like, you kill ants, so why is it different if I kill, what if I killed a moth? What if I killed a moth? And she's like, that wouldn't matter, it's a moth. I was like, no. A moth is just a butterfly of the night, a slutterfly, if you will. Hanging around street corners, bugging the shit out of you until you wave something at them. Disappear when the sun comes up. I got real mad about that. A week later, we were sitting on the porch, and I got that natural bug zapper situation where you just don't clean the cobwebs off of your lights. And this moth goes up. Somehow it doesn't land in the bug zapper, it lands on the ground. I was like, hey, Hills, you remember that bug? Ah! You said it was okay. You approved that. We were driving actually the other day in the car, and we both smoked cigarettes. She's like, hey, I need a light. Can I use your light? I was like, yeah, it's in my purse. So generally I carry a backpack. I like backpacks. I can carry a lot of shit in there. I can do whatever I want at any time. Hacky sacks, makeup, board games, notebooks, all sorts of crap. So when I carry a purse, it's as big as a backpack. She's digging through my purse. She's like, why can't I find you have so much shit in this, but why do you have such a big ass purse? And I was like, it's to overcompensate for my tiny vagina. You just gotta make me feel bad all the time. Oh, the time machine. So I used to watch. So you want to invent a time machine? I invented a time machine. I named it too. Do you want to know what I named my time machine? Patience. Constantly hurtling forward in time. I was inspired by that TV show with the guy whose hair grows bigger the more crazy he gets. I love that show. Nobody watches that show? I haven't had TV in 4 months. I'm probably a little out of it. That's fine. I also like to make up words, like number bet. It's all the numbers of the rainbow. I chose blonde so that I have low expectations for my intelligence. I'm just letting you know. Number bet. I also made up the word bike acknowledgement. If you ride a motorcycle and you ride past another guy on a motorcycle, then you do this. You do your hand down like this. That's a bike acknowledgement. I don't get as many responses from my Kia Spectra. Actually, I get a lot of weird looks. I need a bike. It's also a black acknowledgement. You know what that is? Is if there's two black guys in a room and they look at each other and they do this. It's not a nod. I talked to a black guy about this because I was like, you guys nod at each other. He's like, no, it's not a nod. It's a what's up. That's called a what's up, I was told. And so two black guys, they make eye contact in the room and they give a what's up. That's a black acknowledgement. I like it too. It's why I use it. I also get weird looks. Get a lot of weird looks. Here's another one that might get weird looks for. I was raised Mormon. Anybody else raised Mormon? Don't fucking tell them I'm here. Swear to God. I moved to Salem and I didn't get it changed on the list, so don't alert them. I still think I live with my dad, and he suffers every day for that. But I make fun of Mormons because I was raised Mormon, so I know a bit about Mormons. But I would just like to defend something about the Mormons, because I will be the first to defend Mormons. I lived in Utah for a while, so I learned a lot. I'll never go back. And I learned, you know how like the thing is that like, oh, Mormons are polygamists. You guys all think Mormons are polygamists, probably.
Yes.
Some of them. That is true. Some of them are polygamists. Great people, big-ass families. But the thing is, not all of them are polygamists. I've met a lot of Mormons in very small families with only one wife. But you just gotta look at the situation realistically. Like, the dude came home and he was like, honey, I met this chick. And she was smoking hot. And if you let me bone her, she'll do the dishes. No more dishes for you. You can start getting manicures. Right? That's just being honest. Whereas people who aren't Mormon, they're like, honey, I have a business trip to the East Coast to go play with the lab you won't let me have. Mormons are just upfront about it. I mean, they might be a little pimping, but they're honest people. Just saying. So how was your guys' holidays?
Great!
Oh, so you're all you're the only one, so you didn't spend time with your family and the rest of us did. Oh, you did, and you enjoyed yourself? How much did you drink? Yeah. Christmas was pretty sweet. I did drink on Christmas. I had to see family. Actually, so I'm starting to learn my liquors. You know, like liquor treats everyone differently. I'm having vodka, just so you know, if you feel like buying something not for yourself. But I like vodka a lot. Whiskey's alright. I become more outgoing. I want to sing and dance. Tequila is interesting because when I drink tequila, it doesn't matter what gender, race, or size you may be, I want to fight you. And I will win. Jaeger makes me vomit like I drank a bottle of Epicac. But I can still talk. And you know what I say? Jaeger tastes the same coming up as it does going down. That's what I say when I drink Jaeger. I don't drink rum. I don't ever drink rum. I'll tell you why I don't drink rum. Because when I drink rum, I end up crawling into my room half naked crying because my cat doesn't love me. She doesn't want to be around me. She runs when I lunge at her. And then there's Pickles. Pickles, I love you. Ow. She's mostly just like a decoration that I feed. It is mostly what that is. Beautiful though. But yeah, oh, so for Christmas, I gotta tell you, so I got a Victoria's Secret gift card. I was really stoked about this. Because they were having a sale like 2 weeks after. So I was like, I can get a good bra for only $20. Because that's all I can afford, and I don't want to get it at Walmart again. So I go to Victoria's Secret during their semi-annual sale, or SAS, as we call it. SAS. And I have my gift card, and I go pick up a bunch of bras in the size that I think I am, because we always pick up bras in the size we think we are, right? And I go to the fitting room, and she goes, would you like to be resized? I was like, yeah, well, you know, it's been like 2 years, I should probably do that. So she sizes me, and she goes, what size were you wearing before? I was like, 36C. She goes, that's interesting, I'm measuring you at a 36 double D. It's like, that's great that I have a gift card, because now I can go buy a pregnancy test. Got scared for like 4 minutes. Really scared. So I had to call Planned Parenthood to make an appointment, because I had to like re-up pill situation. Nobody wants to live here. I don't even want to live here. I don't want to make anybody else live here. And I know what you're thinking, health insurance? Not the case. So I'm looking through the phone book for Planned Parenthood, and I'm like, alright, it's gotta be under the P's, right? Planned Parenthood, that makes sense. So I flipped a plan, the phone book. Interesting fact, Salem doesn't have a planning section. No plans. No plans for anything. I'm like, okay, parenting. There's gotta be a parenting section, so I flip back to the parenting. Parenting? Not in there either. Okay. Pills. Maybe there's a pills section in the phone book. I don't know. I don't know how to use a phone book anymore. So I flip to the pills section. There's not even a pills section either. So I was like, it's gotta be in the P's, right? Pest control? So I finally got my appointment, and I go in and do like the checkup. You know? None of us even like saying it. We don't like talking about it. We're like, this thing, it happens. And I go get my checkup, and he comes back and he's like, alright, I got some good news and some bad news. I was like, bad news first. He's like, bad news is we're not 100% sure about, you know, how you're doing down there. So if you get a call in a week, you have cause for concern. Ooh, not pregnant. Again. And it made me realize that any news is good news if it's followed by you're not pregnant. Like, hey, I'm really sorry about this. Your cat got hit by a car, but you're not pregnant. Yeah! She fucking hated me anyways. What's up? Or like, bad news, you can't afford TV, so you can't watch any of your dance shows this year, but you're not pregnant. Sweet! Me and my MTUs are gonna hang out! You don't have to be that excited for me. I know I'd make a good-looking baby. I just don't want to deal with that shit. I love dancing. I love dance shows. I love like stereotypical dances. You know, like the cat daddy or the Dougie. Did you know you guys Dougie? I can teach you how. I was a huge fan of the Jerk, though. You guys remember the Jerk? The Jerk actually looks like this. But everyone thinks it looks like this. Those are two completely different things. I was explaining this to a friend of mine. His name's Mexi. His name's not actually Mexi, but I don't know his real name. I was like, Mexi, this is the Jerk. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. So that's the Jerk. That's weird. I saw two guys doing that one time. It was kind of gay. Yeah. But I love dancing. And you know what? I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all you guys here. You know why? Because you have something that I will never have. Ever have. A helicopter dick. I will never be able to swing my dick in a circle. I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Yeah. It goes like this. I wish I had myself a little wiener. That's what I'd really like to have. Because if I had myself a little wiener, I'd swing it around inside my sweaty pants. Lo and behold, one of my Christmas gifts was a giant dildo, a strap-on, and a pair of sweatpants. You know what I do when I'm getting ready in the morning? Yeah, suck it, guys! No, really, you can. I have one now. It's great. It's all blue, Dr. Seuss-like, which is convenient because his birthday's the day before mine. I've got the one where you swing, and the one where you do the back and forth, and then I call this one the hovercraft. That one's my favorite. I was telling somebody about this one time, and I was like, you know, the only problem, though, is that it doesn't stay that securely. So if I go for too long in one direction, then the balls start coming up on the leg. And then they kind of stick there. So I have to rotate and go the other direction to even it out. So I don't have to adjust it with my hands. And he said, what? You have balls too? To which I responded, yeah, I'm pretty sure they always come with a dick. It's like a package deal. That's why they call it a package. All comes together. Maybe that's just me. I'm not so good at it. Like I said, I don't have a lot of media anymore. Kind of in the hole, out of the bag. But I do have one last thing I'd like to tell you about. Actually, I really like telling people about this. A couple of years ago, my mom, she wanted to start a sex toy company. Like Pure Romance kind of, where you go to people's houses and you do little parties and then you sell sex toys. And I was so excited because she wanted me to work for her. I was like, I'll come up with slogans like, no clit will go unlit. Or like, you want to own it? We'll help you own it. That's really all I wanted to do. It's just, well, I say things that sound great. But instead I had to do research. Yeah, I had to do research. And I got to research, one of the things was like just little accessory things, and there's this thing, maybe you've seen it before, it's called lipstick. You following? Lipstick? Lipstick. I don't understand that. And you know why I don't understand that? Because after you have sex, you would have to wash all of your sheets. You know what I want to do after sex? I want to have a cigarette, a sandwich, and a nap. That's what I want after sex. what do you want after sex? You want to do laundry after sex? Is that really what you want to do? You want to do laundry after sex? No, but I thought of one reason why you would buy lipstick. One. And it's you take a year of ventriloquism, and then after a really good lay, you put on a little lipstick while he's walking away to clean up, and you're like, thanks, baby, that was great! I haven't taken ventriloquism yet. I just put the microphone next to my vagina. But I got to research some other things. I got stuck on masturbator duty. Do you guys know what masturbators are? I don't mean like the dude in your bushes because you forgot to close your blinds. I mean like it's this little toy. It's this little squishy. It's a little squishy thing, and you hold it in your hand, and then if you're a gentleman, you stick a penis in it. Huh? Yeah? Anybody? No? Alright, you guys need to play around more, apparently. I got stuck on masturbator duty, and I got to look at all these masturbators, and there's this one that stuck out in my mind. Now, first of all, it's $125 wholesale. So you as a consumer would spend $200, even if it's on sale, $200 just for this squishy to stick your dick in. But here's what's interesting about it. There are 5 different models, and each model was shaped like a tiny little woman. In different positions. There's one like this, and there was one like this, and there was one that did like the leg behind her head thing, but I haven't been doing my yoga, so you don't get to see that right now. Sorry. I'll stretch better for next time. But all I could think is like the dude who invented this, he was just sticking in his house, sitting in his house, and he was like, you know what I really like? I like my pickle pleaser. My pocket pussy's great, but what I really want is a tiny little woman. So when I stick my dick in her, it changes the shape of her whole body. Like she's pregnant with just my penis.